Chat, here we go. We have got a matchup of RLCS teammates. So I think you're going to see a bit of banter between these guys. Ashllxyy already with the easy GGs in the chat and instantly getting scored on. We actually had Lorely on recently. If you guys remember, we had Lorely versus Nupo, I think. And that one didn't go in Lorely's favor, but that day, when I had asked him if he wanted to play, he was basically begging for his opportunity to crush Ashllxyy. He really wanted Ashllxyy, his RLCS teammate, to play him in a ones. But Ashllxyy couldn't that day. This time around, I asked Ashllxyy if he was interested in playing, and he asked for Lorely. So these guys both have been wanting to go at each other. And here is their opportunity to show who has the edge in the 1v1 game. So far, Lorely at the start with the 1-0 lead. Is Ashllxyy rocking the North American RLCS car? I saw Archie tweet that this is just what every North American RLCS player uses. What about the show match between me and Johnny Boy? I don't think that'll be happening. What are the matches? This is the match that's happening today. Ashllxyy and Lorely. Haven't checked. Chat, can you guys go look for me? Oh my goodness, it'd be nasty if he got a pancake on the back wall to score his first. But instead, Lorely takes it the other way. These will be really exciting playstyles to watch. Lorely plays really quick. Ashllxyy plays pretty aerial focused. I think it'll be, you know, situations like that will come up a lot. Quick counterattacks off of Ashllxyy not executing perfectly. I think that's where Lorely will feast. But I wonder how high both these guys are on the leaderboard right now. Ashllxyy usually keeps himself top 20 or so, but I haven't really checked recently. Lorely can go in and out. Ashllxyy, very patient. He gets this first goal just by camping out around the net, barely using any boost of the couple pads he had picked up. Just a great 50. Lorely couldn't 50 it off the back wall. Lorely undercutting Ashllxyy here to pick up this first possession. Who's going to be the first to score a flip reset? They're both capable of doing so, but you got to think Ashllxyy's the favorite. He's going to throw out the sorry. Now this time it'll be a failed aerial play and a counter, but going the other way to tie the game. EU players don't even use decals? Sure they do. Didn't you guys see the Vatira replays that we watched? He has got quite the decal. quite the decal. Ashllxyy's breezy is saved. Lorely, man, he did not get the kind of power that he could have gotten on that counter. Maybe he just wanted to bait Ashllxyy into thinking that he had a chance, because he touches that just a little bit too soft. It was not impossible for Ashllxyy to 50 that off the near post. Direct kickoff goal. Man, this has been a very even match so far. Ashllxyy, so kind, apologizing every time he scores. Ashllxyy losing this kickoff technically, but he's the kind of guy you don't want to leave with the ball in his back corner. And Lorely knows it. Lorely diving and following him into the corner to try and break up the play seemed to do so. He just lost possession at midfield. Ashllxyy turning away, will get killed. And now Lorely's got all the space in the world. And this is just classic him. Playing this so quick, the pre-flip into, you know, the touch on the slight bounce is something that it seems like it would be hard to set up a good shot from, and it seems like it's overly rushing, but I mean, that's just how Lorely always likes to play it. I think doing that consistently has frequently had him catching defenders off guard in situations where they think he's going to take it slower and more calm. Ooh, missed the wave dash touch there. Wanted to pop it straight at net. Couldn't get his dribble going fast enough. Ashllxyy's going to apologize for taking it away. But Lorely's such a menace, man. Once you get past him, you cannot be comfortable. You know he's coming full speed to clean it back up. Oh, Rhythm, thanks for the prime. Lorely, that's a great pass. Yeah, Ashllxyy has to throw a great pass. I mean, even if it wasn't these two guys playing against each other, I think we still might have seen somebody throw a great pass, because that was a pinch, I guess. It's a pinch attempt by Lorely, trying to launch it past the net, but instead he rolls it slow right out in front. Rapid, dude. Rapid wants to play 1v1. I actually saw Rapid online, and I thought about asking him. There's not a lot of North American people online this early, especially since, you know, a lot of the best players are on gamer hours. But Rapid was on. I thought about seeing if he'd be interested. Lorely falling from the ceiling. 114 km/h pinch. Punishing Ashllxyy for his mistake. These guys playing fast and loose, which is exciting for us. Especially because they're both equally doing it, so it's not, you know, going heavily in one player's favor. Ashllxyy with the power slide cut right in front of the net. Oh my goodness, Lorely actually faked him out on that clear. Lorely looked like he was going to be making a stronger touch, and Ashllxyy tried to read that and get ahead of it to dunk it, but then when Lorely didn't connect with it, Ashllxyy just went flying by. That's kind of crazy. You don't see fakes on defense too often. It seems like a controller DC or an entire game DC. Ashllxyy's ping says he's fine. And he just turned off ball cam, which means he must be here. All right, there he is. Lorely, so kind not to take his free goals. Ashllxyy ceiling reset. Oh, I thought he was going to take a fake. He seemed like he was trying to delay as long as possible so he could potentially fake Lorely out. But Lorely did a good job of not committing early and basically being prepared for whatever he was going to do. The counter this time is in the air. Lorely, known for his quick counters. He's got a 5-4 lead. Saw Ashllxyy giving Scrub a really hard time in ones. Actually tied after being down 7 at one point. Yeah, Ashllxyy does seem to have a good mindset. I mean, you're talking about coming back from being down. That's really what that comes down to. All these top players have the skills to do it. You know, if they can keep their mind right. Ashllxyy has always seemed to just, you know, be a grinder. Not too worried about the state of the game. That being said, Lorely is going to be up 2, as Ashllxyy could not pressure him as he dribbles high from the ceiling. Lorely's just movement is so unorthodox compared to how some of the, you know, the other ones players play. He can just get you in weird spots. Ashllxyy needs this go quick and another, and he had to send it too high. It was a great pre-flip from Lorely to challenge, and even though he didn't connect with the ball, he made it so Ashllxyy couldn't just shoot it straight at the net. Ashllxyy had to make sure he won the challenge first of all, which meant he sent it above the crossboard. So Lorely will take game number 1. Borley. Ashllxyy joining game number 2 as Borley. We got Borley versus Lorely here in game number 2. And the thing is, if you play as Borley, is he going to go around the map intentionally playing boring, or is he going to still try and beat Lorely in exciting fashion? Nice flick above his teammate. Lorely going to give him the nice shot, nice shot. That just seems genuine. He's trying to get ahead of the of the trash talk. Is this best of 5? Yes. Lorely looking for a double off the back wall. I wonder if Ashllxyy just had a missed open net there. We didn't watch it from his perspective, but once Lorely didn't connect, you would have thought it had been open. Ashllxyy, did he just find an angle? Oh my goodness. What was this shot from Ashllxyy? I thought he was crazy. He was taking this away from the back wall, like nowhere near the net, but he was finding the angle off the side wall. Oh my goodness. Truly, that was insane. I was worried about, was Ashllxyy even trying to score? What was happening? But he knew what he was doing all along. That was a crazy shot. Oh my goodness. Just got his mind dunked out of him. But Lorely not able to stick with the ball. Dunked it too hard and needed it to be a little bit slower to get back to it. 360 aerial shot is going to leave the net open. And Lorely, nice chip. I was actually thinking that he might have popped it too high, but looking at it back, it seems like it was important to make sure it crossed the goal line high, because Ashllxyy actually might have had the retreat. He also could have slammed it. Slamming it would have made sure that Ashllxyy wouldn't have had time. Lorely, a kickoff win. Strong touch off the sidewall. Couldn't really get back to it to make any adjustments, which makes the save for Ashllxyy fairly easy. Ashllxyy, we've seen him take an air dribble bump earlier, and while air dribble bumps, a solid way to score for sure, especially when these guys are trash talking to each other, you have to imagine there will be a bunch of talk from that. Players cannot seem to stop roasting air dribble bumps no matter the situation, but this is also going to get you roasted if you own goal. Ashllxyy flicking it from behind the half-field line, and Lorely, who was trying to closely shadow, couldn't get back to it and ends up just doubling it himself. 3-1. The fake kickoff red and absolutely exposed. Ashllxyy's just going to say thanks as he is gifted a free goal. Was Lorely doing the backwards wave dash to try and make sure his name tag moved up and down as a part of the fake? Interesting kickout from Lorely. No jump. Not one you see very often. But Ashllxyy really didn't get anything out of it. In fact, he ended up handing over a possession. Luckily, he cuts him off by just flipping into him at midfield. Ashllxyy, with time and space off the wall, is always a dangerous one. Lorely, not much of a pre-jump, but I wonder if that affected Ashllxyy's shot at all. If he saw Lorely start the early pre-jump, because definitely didn't look like the normal Ashllxyy in the air. He normally has no trouble at all getting a shot like that going. Really trying to take this all the way from the back wall. Man, Lorely, such an interesting presence on offense, coming from the ceiling, and you know, not really a spot you feel like could challenge, but definitely making Ashllxyy have to think about what he's going to do with this clear. But the over-aggression gets him countered on. Lorely may have taken game number 1, but game 2 has been all Borley. Ashllxyy, ceiling reset. Has to use the reset so far away. And that was a good finish of the play. You see him turning intentionally to drive into Lorely. He needed to do that. If he didn't connect with him or didn't like bump him off his line, the counter would have been very simple. And it was basically just early defense. Ashllxyy can't find the double angle. In fact, both these guys whipping around the ball like crazy. Neither one of them want to slow down. Ashllxyy wants another one of his nasty angle shots. Lorely, wall to air dribble. Wait, he didn't even use any boost. He could have done something, right? Why did he do nothing at all? He just, like, his boost button broke. He just fell from the air. And, oh, controller DC. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, what the heck? Why would he just do nothing at all? Ashllxyy's going to show no sympathy for his teammate. He doesn't care that his control... Oh, wait, maybe he will. Oh, that was your one chance, Lorely. You missed your open net. No, Ashllxyy's tapping it in. Only a 4-goal lead with 1:19 left to go. Is there drama or something? These guys are teammates. These guys are RLCS teammates. Ashllxyy, the setups for the wall to air dribbles have just not been there. But the 180 catch ends up getting him a shot. Man, what are these whiffs? Lorely can't get the touch on defense. Oh, he's just trying to be so careful. Ashllxyy calling a shot, saying he's going up 8-2. I bet they're in voice chat. That would not surprise me at all. I think they were both in the same 6-man series before this. I don't know if they were on the same team in that 6-man series, but... 8-7. 8-7. Lorely calling his shot. 5 goals in 1 minute. I think that'll be really, really hard. Ashllxyy will have to basically want to throw, which I don't expect him to do. Nice pop. Ashllxyy's gotten so many of these goals. He's not even going to take it. He's not even going to take it. He's going to slow it down and set up a pass. So that will be 7-4. Oh, wait, no, Lorely doesn't have any boost. If Lorely had any boost at all, that would have been an easy 7-4. It still might be because of that demo. Who's the third? Oh, I didn't realize. How do you say that name? Is it just Jester, like the T is silent? I didn't realize he was also on their team. Because, yeah, he's a high on the ones leaderboard as well. Like top 20, I'm pretty sure. You also hear T Jester? Interesting. Or is it just Jester, like a little bit more T in the J? Ashllxyy set up with the wall to air dribble. Double flip reset? No, I don't think either one of these guys have scored a flip reset goal yet. Looks like Ashllxyy will be tying up the series. A battle between teammates. Unless Lorely can find a way to get this to net. I wouldn't be surprised if Ashllxyy just lets him shoot it. This one? You think it's T Jester? Interesting. Alright. Tied. Going to game number 3. Game number 3. Ashllxyy actually had his lead diminish there late in that game, but I think he had full control. Maybe relaxed a little bit after he had the 7-2 or whatever lead it was. Ashllxyy will start with the first goal of this game. He switched to a car that has this goal explosion that I'm not a fan of. The car is cool, but did he copy Lorely or something? I don't know what he's talking about. Lorely having to try and stay alive here. This will be a sick catch. Oh, he couldn't do it. I think it was possible. I think had he caught it and like half flipped out of that catch directly towards the net, I think he could have scored. But it would have been super, super hard. Very mechanical display had he done it. Lorely ceiling reset, trying to finish off with a 50. It's a great save. Lorely got wheels first. It didn't matter. Ashllxyy couldn't get the tough angle on that side flip though on the counter. Soft save from Ashllxyy. Intentionally trying to set up the long shot, but he couldn't do it again. He misses wide. I think Lorely just outplayed himself there a little bit. I mean, he probably touched that too strong to the point where he wasn't really going to be able to do anything with it anyways. But all the extra movement, guaranteed it wasn't going to happen. Ashllxyy has been wanting these tight angle doubles from anywhere on the field all series long. And the problem with tight angle doubles like this one is you have to get such a light touch that when you don't touch it, it's the easiest counter ever. Ground freestyle 1v1? That actually kind of would be sick. Ashllxyy, what's going on? Oh, if he touched that, it might have gone over. It might have actually been a goal. All right, another full field dribble. What are we going to see from Ashllxyy this time? Seal and reset. Oh, he didn't connect on the musty nearly well enough. Needed to get that much higher. Did that flip over Lorely slow him down enough? It looks like it did. Ashllxyy keeping the game tied despite a couple seriously missed opportunities in the air. Another tight angle. He had to pre-flip into it. Lorely 50s it away. Oh, Lorely. Classic Lorely goal. Just playing with the boost button taped down in a way that people don't expect. Ashllxyy thought he had a little bit of time to maybe pick up the Hunter boost at midfield. He did not. He's going to throw the Z's out, maybe because Lorely just hit, you know, a straight shot on net instead of going for something nasty. But I tell you what, Lorely seems interested in getting his dub. 3-1. They were tied at 1-1 for so long, but the double punch of the open field goal followed by the kickoff Ashllxyy bumped to the side wall. He should still be able to start a possession here. I didn't really have a great dribble. He had to go back from behind the boost to start this one. They turned it into something decent using the wave dash. Nice cut. And wait, did Ashllxyy need to wave dash back to that? Felt like he got there a little bit slower than he could have. Great recovery from Lorely, though, to even have a chance at saving that. Ooh, but he couldn't stick with this one. Ran out of boost. And Ashllxyy just needs to play a little bit of keep away. Lorely doing his best to stay on the ball. He actually passed it. Throwing out the what a save. Lorely will take his open net when given to him. You'll even thank him. This ball, I mean, Lorely won it too. I'm not really sure why Ashllxyy thought he had so much time to go pick up the midfield, because the ball even went in towards Ashllxyy's side. That was a little bit of the scrub killer kickoff, but he kicked it. He jumped it so high. Have you guys seen? I haven't seen anybody but Scrub do the 1v1 diagonal kickoff that he does. That was about the closest I've ever seen to someone else doing it, which is that turn in like side flip or a diagonal flip into the kickoff. Ashllxyy, nice shot. The air roll shot into the demo. We actually saw him attempt this earlier. When you don't connect strong on the flick, sometimes the best way to fix that is to just fly through and take out the defender. Or maybe that's what he wanted all along. Wasn't looking for a strong touch. Wanted to keep it right above him where he could guarantee he gets the demo. He's going to need that flip to get it to net. Wow. An impressive shot, but not too tough to save. There's always a moment in the air when somebody's going for an air dribble, especially when they have low boost like Ashllxyy did, where it switches. It switches from trying to score to making sure you don't get scored on. And you have to get a really good shot to ensure that. And that definitely happened on Ashllxyy's last air dribble, where he was so far away from the net and using up so much of his boost. It became no longer, I need to get a good touch in order to score. It's, I need to get a good touch in order to make sure Lorely has to save it. Because if he doesn't, then it'll just be countered right back in my net. Ashllxyy down 2. A minute left to go. Nice wave dash. Caught him off guard. Wait, that's the thing about Lorely, though. He is so quick on the recoveries. He is willing to challenge early, and he just makes up for it by being back so quickly. Cheeky power slide cut. Tried to catch Ashllxyy off guard. Thought if he could just power slide it straight to net while Ashllxyy was resetting in the corner, he maybe could find a quick goal, but he didn't get it quite well enough. That being said, he stops Ashllxyy's attack. He takes his open net 6-3. Lorely looking like he'll probably put himself up 2-1. Ashllxyy's watching this replay with me for whatever reason. Are we going to get something nice and typed out? Ashllxyy, gonna be a tough angle shot. Man, Lorely just won't let him get away with it. It was already gonna be a hard shot. Wait, Ashllxyy, did he get it? Oh no, he didn't. Ashllxyy, he switched teams in an attempt to get this save, but he still didn't get it. Lorely flicked it back. Oh man, that's a risk you take, man. If you respawn and you still don't get there, that's the ultimate embarrassment. Oh, man. Game number 3. Going in favor of Ashllxyy. Or sorry, not Ashllxyy, Lorely. Ashllxyy has the ball right now, as he's doing his best to keep it off the ground. GG's. Maybe a little bit of excessive GG's from both these guys. We'll head to game number 4. Ashllxyy's back to being Borley. Borley versus Lorely. Once again, Lorely says last game. Because if he wins this one, it will be. Just letting Ashllxyy know he doesn't need to play much longer. Wow, it's a great shot. But got the part where it needs to go in. Boomed it off the post instead of in the net. Lorely should have some open field here. Ashllxyy getting a little bit too greedy. Didn't have a lot of boost left and really wanted something out of his offensive attempt. Likely would have been better off giving up, playing a more defensive style there in the last couple shot attempts. Use your insane mechanics in the air. Ashllxyy is upset at how poorly Lorely is playing. Another kickoff goal for Lorely. Use your mechanics to score. Wow, 3-0. Lorely is holding it up so far. Ashllxyy got the first possession of the game. Since then, the counterattack, 2 quick goals. Digging himself a bit of a hole, Ashllxyy is, if he doesn't figure out the kickoffs here soon. It's the first time I haven't seen Lorely challenge really early, and it doesn't work for him. I mean, almost every other time that Lorely gets beat, he seems to just instantly rush the ball on a challenge. This time he goes to net, and he gets it flicked over the top of him. So maybe we're understanding why he normally plays it so aggressive. Lorely, touch to the ceiling. Ashllxyy's giving him the wows, but he's baited him in. Baited him into giving him a free goal. Lorely tried his air dribble flip reset, but he got it on the right side of the ball instead of underneath, which means not only does it make the shot hard, but it also doesn't slow the ball down. It kind of, getting underneath the ball helps to keep it near you and make it so that you can actually take a shot. Lorely cannot set up his wall to air dribble. Ashllxyy just takes it away and hasn't really been able to score in the air either. Both these guys have stopped each other when going for clips in the air. And Ashllxyy's had a couple good attempts here. He started off a little bit rough. The last few have forced a good save from Lorely. Ashllxyy doesn't have any boost to work with here. He just let the ball fall off the top of his car, which is usually the end of a zero boost possession. You can kind of get away with playing a zero boost possession as long as you're as long as the ball's on top of your car. Because if the ball's on top of your car, you can always pop it and give it some height despite not having any boost. Okay, now this is super relevant. The respawn from Ashllxyy ties up the game. It's clear that the respawns are now allowed. Lorely can respawn whenever he wants. If you guys ever wanted to know if you were allowed to change teams during a game, I guess we're going to find out right now. Lorely once again catching Ashllxyy going to grab boosts. Not the first time that he's done that. Lorely following this possession, trying to steal that corner boost, keep Ashllxyy starved. Works out. Ashllxyy's kind of forced to flick it away from him. High ball. Lorely doesn't really have the boost to make anything out of this and comes away with a really soft shot. Halfway through the game, Ashllxyy has 1 goal to make up. Lorely almost no choice. With the slam on net, play the continuation because he didn't have the boost. Good bump by Ashllxyy to make sure he gets the counter, or sorry, he gets the race back to net faster. Almost able to score on the counter. Lorely, air dribble bump. Or I should say Ashllxyy. I read the Borley. Ashllxyy reaching into his bag of tricks no matter what it takes. to not go down 3-1 to Lorely. That's a great recovery. This is the first time Ashllxy's really caught Lorely off guard. Normally, the speedster doesn't ever leave these opportunities open. But Ashllxyy, great recovery in the net after the save. Cost him his life, but he ties up the game. Lorely, will he take his... Oh, sorry, I keep getting tricked by the name tag. Ashllxyy, he will definitely take his wall to air dribble. The ceiling reset. This is the first time he's scored with one. Lorely's defense on these has been so perfect all series. I think he's normally weighted. I think that's the difference between why he just got, absolutely destroyed on this time versus what happened earlier in the series is he was just camping on the wall, waiting to react late, and Ashllxyy hadn't really been able to find a way to get past that. This time, he jumps super early and ends up just being nowhere near the play. Fought Ashllxyy off here. The air dribble wasn't solid, and you can see immediately as Ashllxyy lands, he's turning. He's not even thinking really about getting to the ball. He wants to flip into the path that he knows Lorely has to take because he's hoping to just knock him off, make him land awkward, keep him from getting there. And it almost worked. Lorely was just fast enough to make sure he was unaffected. 5-5. Lorely to the skies. A flip reset of his own. He got on the side of the ball again, though, and Ashllxyy will take his free open net. The side ball flip resets. Not going to cut it. Nice mechanics. Lorely baiting Ashllxyy into thinking he's taking the bounce. I'm surprised he got a shot here. He didn't really follow the ball that high. You can see he's just trying to keep Ashllxyy asleep on defense. And then the final single jump puts him over the top. And the flip can't save him. In fact, the flip probably keeps him, even more stuck high. His last hope was maybe to boost down, but Lorely exposing the free jump. Ashllxyy not the best of setups. This time, is he able to punish Lorely? No, a double! He doubled it himself off the post to save it away. 6-6. Lorely wants to end it here like he promised at the start of this game. He told us this was the last game. That's a great ceiling reset. But the shot not quite quick enough. Ashllxyy doesn't have much boost here, and Lorely's not going to let him have any. So I think the last attempt should come from Lorely. Falling down on top of this ball, forcing Ashllxyy away on defense, but never really came up with anything. So it looks like it might be Ashllxyy on the other side of the field. Flip reset. He just lets it hit the ground. He needed a wave dash underneath that. Yo, Mizexki, thank you for the 2 months, man. An overtime sub. If Lorely scores... Exclamation mark indeed. If Lorely scores, it's over. If Ashllxyy scores this air dribble bump, it goes to game 5. The instant what-a saves. I think Ashllxyy might have even got them out before he had even scored. Right after he connects. Gets himself a 7-6 game win. Had to go to the air dribble bump to do it. But now we got game 5. Ashllxyy versus Lorely. Ashllxyy is going to continue to play as Borley. Lorely ping? Oh, what the heck? Yeah, he had 120 there for a second, but normally he gets decent-ish ping. How did you snipe that he had a poor connection? Looks like he's good now. Hopefully we just caught, the moment he was lagging. Ashllxyy, a decent 50. Should have another shot opportunity. Lorely doesn't feel like he can challenge early. He does get the reaction save. Now pre-flipping out to this ball. Great catch. You can see him using the power slide to make sure he doesn't lose his momentum. It ends up earning him the bump. A very important first goal in a game that is crucial now. These guys maybe were messing around a bit before, but now that they're in Game 5, I have a feeling both of them want to be the one who won this series. Ashllxyy, one of the first flick goals I feel like we've seen. Ashllxyy, the ground setup resulting in way too high of a flick. Oh, he really wants another nasty angle. I tell you what, those have been his downfall ever since he's been looking for him. Almost got back for the save, though. He scored the first one, and he just has wanted another taste so bad. Ashllxyy not playing this in the air. That's that Game 5 mentality. Earlier in this series, oh, was that not an opportunity? Okay, he plays it slow and still gets it. And it's much more demeaning to play it slow. I was like, did he not have an opportunity for a shot right here when Lorely left it open? But no, he lets Lorely drive backwards so he can get a little bit closer to getting the save. You want to see Feer in a one-show match? Yeah, Feer is actually, he plays once. He's on the leaderboard. I think I've tried to contact Feer before. I haven't been successful, but we'll see. Hopefully we can get him one day. Ashllxyy wave dashing like a madman in the corner, but for no reason makes him a little bit stagnant. Those backwards wave dashes. He ends up just popping it to Lorely. Lorely's so quick. I mean, to be fair, not a lot of people are getting a shot that fast, but Lorely knows how to keep the possession, you know, and turn it immediately into a shot, even though he had to play it high off the wall. He gets as quick a possible shot. Ashllxyy, the ground dribble. I thought he was going to try and bump Lorely, but maybe he felt that was too risky, going too far into the net, decides instead to just keep possession. Lorely getting chased down, able to flip over the corner and not get demoed. Will he take this bounce? Before he's been faking these bounces, this time he will try and take a shot out of it. He's got absolutely nothing left. So we talked about that moment in the air where it switches between offense to just make sure I don't get scored on defense. And while Lorely is up near the ceiling and running out of boost, that's when it happens. He's like, okay, this isn't a shot anymore. I just need to make sure that I come out of this alive. Lorely playing on no boost, but it's never dissuaded him before, especially when he was already at supersonic. Tried to create a shot out of it. This air dribble from the corner is dunked, but the lob was high enough to buy Lorely time to get back. Nice quick play. These are the moments that are made possible by the flip reset. You know, back in the day, all these air dribbles are getting saved, but when Ashllxyy turns his car upside down, threatens potentially grabbing the flip reset and playing it slow, Lorely has to continue to wait to find out, and then when Ashllxyy doesn't go for it, it's just too late. Ashllxyy with a 3-2 lead with a minute 30 left to go. Has himself a bounce dribble. Seems like he's trying to bait Lorely in. A lot of his flicks have been high off the backboard as of late. Great catch. But I'm not sure why Lorely flicked so early. He had Ashllxyy in a tough spot. You know, an on-card dribble, he could have brought the play closer to him. That's not really Lorely's MO. He always likes to play it fast. Ashllxyy's going to just give him a free opportunity instead. He'll give himself the great pass. Not sure what he was hoping for after that touch from the corner. Lorely, wall to air dribble. Ceiling reset. Will he style on Ashllxyy to finish it off? No. Ashllxyy gets the save, and maybe not the counter. No, he gets back to it. Didn't get a strong first touch, but had enough boost to get back to the play. He didn't have any. I think Lorely might have been able to get past him. Get Ashllxyy a Liquipedia page already? Does he not have one? I think you have to... There's like a score or something. You have to just play enough events or something and then you get one. Ashllxyy kind of in control of this possession despite being right outside his net. Now neither one of them have boost. Lorely's going to try and make a possession play. Ashllxyy wants to defend close. The 50 from Lorely on the air dribble saved away, and he's not going to be able to win the race to the corner either. Ashllxyy will cut the ball away from where Lorely's retreating. So 4-3 for Ashllxyy. Ceiling reset. Super early challenge from Lorely. And wait, it actually worked. It worked. This should be an open net. We should have overtime. Wait, no. Oh, no, Lorely. He had all the time in the world. Ashllxyy had missed the touch, and Lorely just tried to play it a little bit too fast. Oh, man. It was as close as we could have hoped for. The Game 5 win. Oh, something tells me we'll have to do some Ashllxyy Lorely stuff again sometime. For now, Ashllxyy has the edge, no matter how slight it may be.